So, learner-centered design is all the rage now in higher education. My question is, how could we design anything that doesn't consider the learner? Honestly, it feels silly to even have to say, Oppida designs with the learner in mind. Of course we do. However, I do want to unpack what it really means to design an online experience with the learner at the centre. Let's consider 4 personas, 10 years apart in age. Jacob 16, Jessica 26, myself 36 and Michael 46. Jacob doesn't remember life before the internet. Jessica has had a computer in her pocket since she was 15. I've been connected and adopting technology my entire professional life. And Michael, well, he remembers life before connectivity. Here is a direct quote from the ASIC's Future Skills and Training report. A large and growing proportion of the population has grown up in an era of digital technology, empowered consumers, and information sharing. They live and work at a time where personalisation and customisation are the new standard. The result is the growing expectation that training and education should adjust and cater to individual needs at the right time, in the right way, and at the right price. To meet these demands, a training system that does not delay or hinder continued learning and participation is needed. So basically, Jacob, Jessica, and probably my generation are expecting learning experiences should cater for us. Despite this, there is so much evidence out there to show that actually this can be quite hard for some educational institutions, organisations, faculties and teachers. We sometimes tend to forget. The concept of learner-centered design has developed from the human-centered design framework. IDEO explains human-centered design as, it's a process that starts with the people you're designing for and ends with new solutions that are tailor-made to suit their needs. This idea of starting with the people also underpins the design thinking framework. This is why educators have started to use design thinking as a way to develop online learning. If you are not familiar with the design thinking framework, we highly recommend you go down a Google rabbit hole. It is such a fundamental framework for what we are doing. So what are some of the things we do in the empathise and define stage to ensure that we are understanding our learners? Well, we examine any current data. What do we know about them already? Is this their first time learning online? We develop detailed personas. We research trends for the demographic. And we talk to them, just like we would in a classroom. We gather their feedback. All of this should inform the delivery mode, the platform or the learning management system, the mediums used for content delivery, and the design of the program and course in general. For example, if you are designing for Jacob, you must have a platform that can be accessed on a mobile device. It would also be crazy for you not to include video and accompanying audio tracks as the main mode of content delivery. So, instead of simply doing what you have seen done as you approach the design phase of an online course or program, take a minute to step into the shoes of your learners and let your creative juices flow.